Hi everyone, welcome back to another Reddit cheating story. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and notification bell if you love to watch more cheating stories. If you want to know how to get back your ex-girlfriend and boyfriend, click the link below.
My partner may have cheated with my coworker. I wish to give thanks to everyone for letting me understand how to discover what's going on with my wife as well as my colleague that I believe she's cheating on me with. It assisted me specifically given that I couldn't most likely to family and friends because of the possible shame. As well as it's worsening all the things I have actually been noticing. And also it's certainly feasible my colleague banged my other half. To bring individuals up to speed on this, my other half, Gabby, needed to select me up from job because my auto needed new brakes. Waiting on me to leave work. Gabby satisfied as well as came to be close friends with a woman that worked in the front office called Brianna, and a colleague that operated in delivery called Daryl. When I left the flooring I had actually constantly seen them listening to rap songs and also talking. After being friends with them my wife would concern my task on her off day and also hang with them around their lunch. Nonetheless a pair weeks earlier, I obtained a phone call from an old coworker that ravaged me. This guy that made use of to collaborate with us called Tyrell, stated Daryl might have reached my wife. He claimed he saw them talking independently and it looked like they were teasing. He claimed this would happen an hour prior to Daryl's lunch as well as it was very suspicious. What was worse was when he stated that when he as well as Daryl would burn the midnight oil on Saturdays, Gabby would certainly see him. He claimed in the beginning he had not been going to claim anything, yet one Saturday he saw something that made him inform me after Tyrell left. He stated when he went to the shipping dock he listened to Spanish music having fun. He claimed searching and he saw my spouse's dance as well as twerking for Daryl. He said in the beginning they were just messing around but then after that they got sexual and also aggressive. He claimed Gabby enabled him to grab him by her neck as well as raise her shirt up to see her butt. He stated initially they were messing around yet he can inform that it was getting serious, specifically just how they took a look at each other. Initially I was making justifications for my partner asking him if he made certain it was her. He fired that down by saying he was definitely certain it was her, particularly given that Gabby was Cuban, had tattoos on her arms as well as she always put on a ponytail. Tyrell stated after he saw that he entrusted to go house. I just couldn't believe what he was informing me. Not just is it negative that my better half was twerking on Daryl, yet this took place 8 or 9 months earlier. So much time had passed by, and also who understands what she was doing now for Daryl. I'm grateful Tyrell told me regarding this, but I think he may be too late informing this details. I wish he would have been a guy and told me at the time, however it looked like thanks to him Daryl definitely got to my other half. All because he really did not want to snitch on Daryl. When I obtained home, I asked Gabby regarding her relationship with Daryl. She stated she talked to Daryl sometimes, however he do not actually be around as well as she typically just talked to Brianna. I recognize this was B's due to the fact that often I saw them myself. Thanks to Tyrell, I see just how this game of hers is being played. She was using her relationship with Brianna as a reason to truly see Daryl. After talking with Tyrell as well as hearing Gabby exist regarding her as well as Daryl, I began snooping on my other half around your home. I cannot get in her Apple iPhone since she has a hard passcode, and she constantly on it gossiping with her mother as well as her sis every day. Rather I would be all ears on her discussions as well as the ones she had late at night troubled me. She would go on the back veranda as well as talk, and also I would certainly go out our side door listen to who she was speaking with. After listening I could tell she was possibly talking to Daryl. I would hear her state, "Stop, you are insane," or, "Yes, she had fun," at a particular club in the suburban area of where we live. I even heard her say, "She can't look at there." I'm sure, there, indicated over his home yet just hearing one side I could not be all the way certain. When she came in I asked her that she was speaking to as well as she claimed her sis, Brianna or someone else. All the giggling and also stage whisper told me it was overall B's. It was then that I truly must have been blind before Tyrell called since I saw nothing but red flags after that. I never see her without her phone now, she don't speak with me and also says she's hectic, and when I intended to sleep with her she discovered it humorous as well as stated she didn't want to do it with our kids in your home. When I asked when has that ever stopped us Gabby would certainly say just leave her alone and I was crazy. She claimed besides she wasn't in the state of mind. All this stuff before Tyrell called and after is not looking like my other half has been faithful. Why did I ever think all this was normal? Last Saturday I think I caused her to miss an opportunity to be with Daryl and also she was pissed. After I left job Gabby called me while I was driving home. She stated she prepared to head out once again which I needed to cook for the youngsters. I right away assumed she was attempting to meet with Daryl as well as existed, saying I was mosting likely to run errands before coming home. She said she was currently preparing herself to leave, and also I claimed tell her sister to view the youngsters, already understanding she couldn't. After trying to shame me right into compelling her to stay at home, I told Gabby I'm allowed to go out and also do things too, as well as I might not be back till later on. Gabby stated, whatever, as well as she hung up on me. Later on that night, she had a perspective with me, and also when I said just 2 words she just exploded on me. She stated I ruined her evening, and I claimed I really did not care. I informed her me requiring to run errands was more important than her simply hanging out. Gabby stated I didn't say anything regarding running tasks, and I told her she really did not say anything about heading out. When I asked her who she was hanging out with, she said to simply forget it. After venturing out the shower, I noticed she was outside on the patio talking on her phone. Seeing as she looked irritated, I make certain she was speaking about me. Nevertheless, a couple days ago took a turn for the most awful. After I left work, that evening Gabby cooked supper. She was available in the bedroom where I was taking a look at some brand new Jordans on my phone, and also informed me dinner was ready. When I came in the dining room, she was all dressed up preparing herself to leave. I asked her where she was going. She said she was going out with some close friends and that I needed to watch the children. I asked that she was going out with, as well as Gabby just claimed, her good friends, once more. I told her she cannot just up and leave, and she informed me to quit attempting to manage her. Afterwards she walked out the door with an attitude. I was extremely pissed since I knew what this had to do with. She was still crazy concerning the Saturday where she couldn't see Daryl, and she was undoubtedly unfortunate regarding it ever since. My other half really did not come back till regarding 2:30 in the early morning. That entire night I was texting her, and also her only reply was, please stop texting me. As well as I was pissed. When she lastly can be found and I was playing our kids' PlayStation, and also when I saw her, we started suggesting. I asked her why she came home so late. She simply stated she was hanging out with her buddies, and I wasn't trying to listen to any one of that. I informed her I was intended to be in bed, as well as below I was up awaiting her to find back residence. She said I never did grumble when she got in late in the past, and I stated I was always with her so that B's disagreement don't function. She cursed me out as well as said I was almost attempting to regulate her, and I said that's bull. Eventually, our son came out to see what all the shouting was about and asked what was wrong. Afterwards Gabby stated she wasn't arguing with me anymore, as well as stormed right into the room. Seeing the video game on, my kid asked can he play it, and I informed him just for a bit, then he had to go back to sleep. After concurring, he began playing on the video game, and I intended to continue to argue with Gabby. I wasn't mosting likely to let her gaslight me concerning being some sort of managing partner. She was the one being available in late. I constantly tried to be the calmness, but my uncertainties got the better of me. Being available in at 2 a.m. was disrespectful, specifically after how she left. After our debate I went into our bedroom to proceed saying regarding when she left. When I walked into the bedroom I was mosting likely to say, but after that I had actually stopped mid-sentence at what I saw. When I strolled in the space my better half was obtaining undressed, as well as it appeared like she was wearing a black string as underwear. I guess my spouse believed I would still be with our son due to the fact that she looked stunned when I walked in. My partner simply stood there as she was using a piece of string, and also I saw her for the thought she now was. After checking out me for a short second, she shot me a look that claimed if you ask me we're simply gonna argue. After she got her jammies off the bed, she decided to go in the bathroom to alter. I couldn't believe what I just saw, and I can't exist, it quit me in my tracks as well as I was squashed. I decided I was going to be sleeping on the couch due to the fact that it was mosting likely to be awkward afterwards. My mind could not operate after seeing that. I never ever saw my other half wear an item thongs or underwear like that. It was virtually bare base in a black item of string. To be reasonable, Gabby does have sexy underclothing, but it's been permanently given that she used them. When we take place trips she suches as to put on sexy bikinis, yet it would certainly be for Instagram. Despite that holding true, the string she was using was much more like something on World Star. At this point I've seen my wife as absolutely being incredibly suspicious and deceptive. When I began here, I saw everybody claim I should tape record her doing or saying extremely incriminating shit, so I'm already acting upon it. I got me a VAR device and I intend on putting it in her car. I asked a pal of mine can I utilize his address for the delivery, as well as he said yes with no inquiries. I'll pick it up when he gets it in the mail. The last point I require is for her to see the bundle and inquiry me regarding what it is. I'm ready to blow this point wide open, and I do not care what it sets you back. Thanks to Tyrell, a lot of my uncertainties are on the cash. I'll attempt an upgrade, yet I ought to have the ability to if I stop being confrontational, as well as serve as typical as my emotions will let me be. Below are the most effective comments, advices that I collected for this wonderful tale. Man, now, why do you require evidence? She is honestly disrespecting you. Stop doing the pick-me dance as well as just leave her. You would certainly have a much better response to what you are looking for if you would just take your child and leave without a word. This female is most likely to leave you with absolutely no self-respect. In your previous story you stated you challenged her and also she walked past you right into the kitchen to message her good friends. She most likely had not been texting her friends. She was possibly erasing messages in case you found out just how to enter her phone by doing something like looking into her shoulder while she opens it. The warnings are all there. Back before the internet, one of the most typical red flags were slimming down, buying brand new underwear, clothing sexier, an absence of intimacy, and also a disrespect. You're taking a look at least 3 of them. She's concealing her phone. That's 4. An old colleague with absolutely nothing to acquire because he's in an additional state told you he saw them being sexual together. That's 5 to the 10th power. The most typical gaslight at the pre-discovery stage is, quit attempting to regulate me. As others have actually claimed, if you pay the phone costs you can get her phone call and SMS messaging logs. Some providers have them on the internet. If her phone has thumbprint unlocking, put it against her thumb while she's resting. It's pretty clear she's cheating. However, truthfully, I would not need her to rip off. There's no other way. I'm still married to a mom that avoids with friends up until 2 a.m. She must have grown out of the event life a long time ago, and also phone personal privacy is for single people. Seriously. She needed to put on a G-string to socialize with good friends? This op. Plus next time she leaves, acquire brand new locks for your doors, and also install them while she is gone, pack her spunk up and also leave it on the patio. Leave a note that claims I understand every little thing. You can go live your solitary life with the men name. This is no longer your house. Courts will require you to allow her back in, but for the moment being, hire as well as attorney, documents as well as request her to be gotten rid of as it affects your psychological health and wellness. This should compel her out for 30 days or even more, and during that time go no call. If your children are old sufficient, let them know the factor their mom is not in the house. She made her choice. Sorry to state this, but this requires too long. You understand what is taking place and also you still play dumb? Obtain a lawyer and go on. Subject her and also your coworker to all friends and family. Do not neglect the medical check. Do not make it obvious you believe her of disloyalty. All right, play trendy and collect the proof you require to serve her the papers of separation. If you require to work with a pie to follow her on her so-called girls' night, do it. I make certain you two share phone accounts to get accessibility to the call log, text messages, and also see what number she's been talking to a great deal. Be smart for and also your child, and when you obtain a lawyer you utilize all that evidence ahead out better in the divorce. The reality she's using attractive underclothing on a girl's night out is red flag as well as always hiding on her phone. Do not stress, brother, you'll move on from her and also find someone much better. A lot of gorgeous better female in the world. Simply stress over yourself and also son currently. As you came here requesting for guidance, I'll offer you my 2 cents. What to do? Lay low. Don't allow feelings reach you. If you do, she wins. Quit asking or caring of her whereabouts. Beginning going out to see your buddies, without justification or alerting to her, the same she performs with you. If you can, hire a pie. Gather proof. The truth that you avoided may provide her confidence to simply do what she is wanting to do. Which will make the pie life easier as well as yours also. As soon as you have evidence, stop speaking with her. Besides, points connected to your house are the kid. If you locate, in the long run, that she is in reality unfaithful, she sheds the privilege of knowing your thoughts and your feelings. She sheds the privilege of knowing what you consider her. As well as, for a female, not knowing is worst after that abuse. Whenever she attempts to suggest with you, have you phone on record. Do not suggest with her. Do not respond. Do not elevate your voice. Simply remain tranquil, collected, allow her say whatever she wants to say, then reverse and also leave. No answer, no validation. She will do her ideal to obtain an emotional action out of you that can perhaps warrant a breakup without making her the poor one in the relationship. Be clever. You can refine your sensations when you are alone or with a close friend, yet never before her. In the end, if she is guilty and also the marriage ends, you will certainly have lost absolutely nothing, because she is already gone by now. You don't even need to speak to her, simply give her the documents. If she asks why, just tell her she recognizes far better after that you do. You do not require to validate it. She recognizes why. If the guilt gets to her and she begins to try and also recover the marital relationship, you will be in the position to pick if you wish to go on or finish it. And I suggest you to make your decision according to her actions, not her words. All my ideal wishes to you. Unfaithful or otherwise, I wouldn't endure the disrespect anyhow. But get the proof first. I believe there are applications also that let you see messages being available in as well as out of your family's network too. After that, find out if you are in a responsible state, assuming you live in America, and speak with a heck of a separation lawyer. It's time to place your pants on for you as well as your kid. Prepare yourself mentally, where for's coming uphill. This takes too long. Hire up high and also gather proof. Speak with an attorney. You will need the support of your family. Tell them what you are undergoing, speak with close friends. Surround on your own with people who like you. The strike is mosting likely to be difficult. Please record everything each time you are alone with her. I wish you the very best of good luck. Thank you for watching. Let me know what you assume in the comments below. Remember to subscribe and